Hi, Dennis Weiss, Eagle Communications. We're at the Dickinson County Heritage Center, one of my favorite places to come spend an hour because it's full of the history of Kansas. With Jeff Sheets. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, thank you.
Your title?
I am the director of the Dickinson County Historical Society.
That's not what I hear. I hear this is a guy who knows everything about the area and how we got here.
Well, that's good to know, but I'm still learning. I'm not originally from here, so I've been here 22 years, and I'm still learning the history of Dickinson County, and I think it's a great history and very unique histories, I always say, because it's not just one history. There's lots of different histories here at the Heritage Center.
What a fantastic lead-in for me. Abilene is the most diverse place I've ever lived. Grew up in Colorado, lived in the East Coast, lots of history on the East Coast. Abilene has a diverse history. We have cowboys, we have the founding of industrial America.
Yes, one of the things that put Abilene on the map was the beginning of the Chisholm Trail and the cattle drives from Texas to here to Abilene, and that really was the first thing that put Abilene on the map. And then, of course, we also had a lot of unique people like C.W. Parker with our C.W. Parker Carousel that we have here at the Heritage Center. He created a company that became world famous as he was known as the Carnival King. So, and we're very proud to have our Carousel, which is a National Historic Landmark here as well.
I rode that just a month or so ago when you hosted a little get-together for the community out here, and I had never ridden it before. I've had my kids on it, but I rode it myself that night. It's pretty inspiring to walk in that building and know that that creation is still here, still being operated, and people can use that to experience history live at the Heritage Center.
Yes, one of the amazing things, C.W. Parker thought all people were kids, and our oldest kid we've had was 98 years old on our carousel. So everyone's a kid, and that's what he created those carousels for, so people could ride them and enjoy them, and we still have that going 115 years later.
Well, we have about 30 seconds to sign off, and I want to tell you that when I come in here, when I become a kid, it's in this area over here. It's the Cowboy Area. The history of the men on horses bringing cattle here. We want to see you at the Heritage Center. You see Jeff Sheets, just go up and ask him a question. You'll be enthralled with the history of Dickinson County. For Eagle Communications, I'm Dennis Weiss. Jeff Sheets, Dickinson County Heritage Center. Want to see you here. Hi, Dennis Weiss, Eagle Communications, giving you a tour of the great places to be in Abilene. Right now, we're at the Jeffcoat Photography Studio Museum, and it's all of those things, isn't it, Jeff?
Yes, it is. This originally was the Jeffcoat Photography Studio. Bill Jeffcoat was a third-generation photographer here in Abilene, and anyone from about 70 years or older may have got their picture taken here in this studio. This was where seniors came and got their senior pictures taken, where families came and took their family photos, and also they went out in the town and took pictures of the community as well. And this is a great historic photography historic museum. Where if you want to come and find a photo of your family, this probably be the first place to come look.
You're Jeff Sheets, and you are the executive director down at the Dickinson County Heritage Center, yet here we are at Jeffcoat for a reason.
Yes, the Bill Jeffcoat, before he passed away, wanted to give something back to the community. He created this museum of his studio, and they asked the Historical Society to come and manage the museum for them. The museum actually belongs to the Jeffcoat Memorial Foundation, and we just manage it for them.
It's a fantastic place to walk from the front door to where we're standing, which is in the studio with a camera right off of my left shoulder here, is just full of the image gathering equipment and history of Abilene.
Yes, Bill was great of collecting not only cameras, but just general history of all types. As you come through the front door, you can see the camera shop. You come in and buy cameras, you can buy film. There, you'll pass the darkroom that we left it just as Bill left it, so you can see what a darkroom will look like. And then you get back here to the studio part where you would sit behind the curtains and get your photo taken.
You know, the name Jeffcoat on camera brings up a lot of different things in people's minds. It's because this generated good in our community in a lot of ways. You see gifts of scholarships, you see foundation donations to Great Plains Theater, you see a lot of things come from this business back into the community of Abilene in 2016.
Yeah, so Bill created, acquired a good wealth, and he wanted to give back to the community, and he's still giving back through the Jeffcoat Memorial Foundation, who gives scholarships to different organizations, and if there's a need here in Abilene that would fit their criteria, the Jeffcoat Memorial Foundation would be somewhere to talk to.
Once again, in Abilene, Kansas, lots of examples of wealth creating preservation, creating the preservation of history. Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays are a good day to come here to the Jeffcoat Photography Studio Museum. You'll be amazed at the history of Abilene. For Eagle Communications, I'm Dennis Weiss. Jeff Sheets to my right, looking to see you here.